The time is 4 o'clock. All right, just 4 o'clock. Let's see. Let's see how people's gonna turn out for 4 o'clock's time. So I'm trying to see all the time what time is convenient for people to join me on live. Right, good afternoon, people. Welcome on board. For the people that see me for the first time, my name is Dr. Funmilola Tella or Tella Tella. Right. What we are financial experts, so we advise in anything that has to do with financing, with property, and getting a mortgage in London, in Nigeria, in America. So that's what we do. So we advise in will writing, be able to draft your will, your the legal documents. So we do some legal documents. We do power of attorney. We do trust, trust fund. We do asset protection. We do inheritance tax. We do probate. We do kí la tún do yẹn náà o. We do gbogbo ẹ̀. We do gbogbo ẹ̀. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. So that's why we are here now. So to let people know what we can do, how we can support people, most especially people of other color, like myself. If you are Nigeria or if you're Africa, you are my concern. So I wouldn't want us to work and earn a lot of money and then lose everything. Okay. And another thing, I wouldn't want us to Jody, thank you for joining. I wouldn't want us to, keep working, and you cannot even have an investment for the future by the time you retire. So that's why you need to learn how to invest in the real estate. Okay, then we support you by giving you a loan. We are loan officer. We give you money to buy your real estate, consider London, America, or Nigeria. Okay, and then we need to prepare you as well to make you look presentable to the lenders, because for somebody to trust you with money, you must make sure that you were eligible to get the loan. How can you be eligible? You'll be eligible by Otumba topic. Thank you for joining. So you are eligible by to able to um, no, present to lender to the bank that you pay the money back. Okay, when you are getting the mortgage, this is what happened. All right. So, for example, you see a property that you like, or you see a house. Is that it could be apartment, it could be house, and then you don't have money to buy it. Do you understand? So, and then maybe, but we bank will let you know that okay, fine, we could help you to acquire this property or to purchase this property, no problem at all. But you have condition to meet. So, what are the conditions? The first one is you yourself, you need to contribute. We call it equity or deposits. Okay, some bank might say let's say in Africa for instance, maybe Nigeria. So we some bank will say, okay, you need to put 30%. Okay, the money is on out of 100% of the property price. Put down 30% only. So I can work with some bank that can accept 20%. So that's me. The bank will fund the remaining of 80%, 70%. So they will put their money down. They will tie down the money. Okay. So that's what we call mortgage. So for you to now eligible to able to do that, to qualify for that, so that is something we need to put in place. All right, because bank does not know you. We know you might know your name, no problem at all. Your name is Fabulous Femi. That's fine. Okay, you wanted to buy a house, no problem at all. Fabulous Femi, we can get you a house. All right, so there's something we need to ask you. So were you able to repay this money back? So bank will like to establish that. So if I borrow you 100,000, 100 million naira now, how can you pay me back? That's the question. So if I borrow you 500,000 pounds, how will you pay back? So it's very important to the bank. So when I borrow you $1 million, how can you pay me back? So this is how the question that will be going on in the bank or lender's mind. All right. So, and for this, for the bank now to jump to conclusion, maybe you are eligible or the mortgage we call it mortgage material. So we do some check. So we do some check electronic by checking your background, and then we need to do some check as well by your financing, that by you present some documents. Okay. So the first check we need to do is to check your credit history. So why do we check credit history? We check credit history because the bank wanted to trust you with their own money, okay? And not to, and see, you remember now, it's a bank that are putting down a lot of money. They are putting down 80%, they are putting down 70%. Even some bank put down 90% from their money. So you yourself, you that wanted to buy a house, you are only putting up fabulous. Thank you for following us. Just a little. So okay, let me ask you. You put yourself into to bank position. So you don't know me, okay? And I tell you I wanted to buy a house, and I said borrow me money. So won't you do your own diligence? Of course, you do your own due diligence. All right. Otherwise, you lose your money. Even some of us, we borrow our friends' money because you don't understand how financial something works. So I know because of that money, Eti daughter, you and your friend now, you have turned to enemy, isn't it? I know some people they can testify to this. If you borrow them money, they say, I will give you on Monday. Monday pass, they don't give you. Another Mondays, like a 3 Mondays, 4 Mondays, 20 Mondays, 1 year Mondays. They don't return the money. And there's nothing you can do. You shouted, you shaking it, nothing. Do you understand? So bank cannot be fighting, it's a professional, it's a professional entity. They cannot be shouting and exchanging words with you. It's not possible. TJ rich forever. Tanu ba mi go come bẹ̀. Ẹ káàbọ̀. So but the best way to let to bank to do it is just to make it in a way that look more sophisticated. In fact they help you. So they help you and they help themselves. Despite they wanted to make money, despite they wanted to help you to become a homeowner or investors or developers. So at the same time, they will want to make sure they get the money back at the same time. Thank you, TJ. So for them to do this, so we need to ask you for your credit history. So on the credit history, we look at so many things, so many things. Okay. So when it comes to credit history, we looking for we call it credit reports, or credit, what's it called? Yes, or card reports or financial reports, any financial card report, anything you can, any name, just give it a name. All right. So we need to, and that's where we start a lot of job. And that's why we are here to make all of you look good when it comes to credit reports. So here I will be telling you what to do, what you need to put in place for your credit report to look good so that the lender or bank can consider you as a mortgage material. All right then. So on the credit report, this is what we look at. We look at your history. So that's why we recommend that some of us that does not have any line of credit to go and get credit. So if you are UK, America, Canada, any part of Europe, I recommend you to have a credit card. So there's no credit card in Nigeria at the moment. I don't think so. I think there's some millionaires who have a credit card. They call it line of credits, by the way. So where you can spend money that's not your money, but you can pay them back with some interest. So because there's no credit card is not popular in Nigeria. So I will advise every Nigerians that live in Nigeria, right, Nigerian residents, to go and get some loan from bank. So when you have an account, make sure you use the account regularly. Okay, if you're a business owner or if you're a salary earner, so if you're able to demonstrate that you run the account very well. The best way to run an account is to put the money into an account and to get the money, put the money there, withdraw the money. That's the best way to run an account. And when you're buying something, we see that you're buying. Okay, yesterday you bought orange. 2 days ago you went to fast food, McDonald's, or you ate at a hotel, something like that. So we can see the traces, that we can see that you run your bank accounts, either savings or current, doesn't matter. All right. So, and again, most of you in Nigeria, now I'm really tailoring to Nigerian people now. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. So please make sure when you pay your electricity bills, like a NEPA bills or gas or something, I think there's a way you can pay it through your bank. So when you do that through your bank, so it will give you some kind of history. Okay, it will give you some history. It's going to record under your name that you're using bank or something like that. So apart from that, like I say, get a little loans. It could be 100 million, it could be 10 million naira, it could be five one, it could be just 1 million naira. Doesn't matter. So you might even borrow the money and not even spend the money and return the money back the time that within the time frame that you promised to pay the money back. All right. Sometimes you do something because of something. All right. That thing might not become what's it called? Might convenient. Look at some of us that work here in London. It's during the winter, during the snow. It's not convenient for you, but you must go be at work so that you can, so that your space will not be empty, so that you can get your salary to pay your bills. You will see go. Look at we women. It's not convenient for us to get to pregnant for 9 months, but because we want to. Good afternoon, Oluwabumi Abike. Welcome, my sister. So you need to endure. You understand? The same thing with intentional about everything. So you get this money, you borrow this money just for borrowing sake, and just for you to have an history. Most especially we Nigerians, resident. I'm talking to you this morning or this afternoon, this evening, whatever you might be watching me from. And some of us we are here. You have a family in Nigeria. Please educate them. Educate them. All right. So your siblings are there in Nigeria, your parents are there, your cousins and everything. Please educate them. So and teach them they can get a mortgage. All right. So you don't need to be tenant for life. So I made a video. So please follow us on our platform. We normally make a video to educate people. We have a video on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and all that. And Facebook, we have two accounts, both business and personal. My name is Dr. Tella, Funmilola Tella, and the business name FT Rich Mommy. Same thing on IG. So our YouTube channel is FT Rich Mommy Club 101. Please help me to subscribe. Help me subscribe. And then the TikTok is Dr. Tella, I think so. FT Rich Mommy. We only have one account. Is it two accounts? One account. All right. So please let's educate our people back home how this thing works. So some of us they are in diaspora. So if you're in diaspora, if you wanted to buy house in Nigeria, you don't need so we use your credit history, UK credit history. Okay. So you don't have to do unnecessary whatever. We can use a UK credit history. So we use your UK income, so we use your UK, what's it called, income. You verify your work in the UK, in the US, and all that. That's what we're going to use. All right. So you don't need to worry yourself. But some of us, you can empower your people back home. All right. You can put the money down for them as a deposit and buy it on your people's name, or you can buy your name whatever. I don't know. I don't know. So please, we diaspora, we can use this opportunity to empower our people back home. So how do you do that? You can do that in two ways. You can buy the house for them to live there. Okay. And the second one, so that they will stop disturbing you for what's it called? They start disturbing you for Wole, rent every year, school fees and all that. So you can help them with the initial deposits, and then let them qualify so that they can continue to pay. By doing that, you make them more responsible because they know that they need to pay the mortgage, so they will work. Sometimes we African, we do something, we try something one or two, 3 times, we give up. You say it's not for me. Yeah, I'm not good in this. No, but when you know that when you have the liability, you have a mortgage to pay. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa kọ́ ẹ, wàá bẹ́ síta. Look at us here now. Sometimes you are tired. I remember sometimes when I used to work at Lido, I will be so tired. I will still manage myself because I know if I don't go to work, no money. You understand? But because I know I have responsibility, I have a family to look after, I have a bill to pay. So I will encourage myself. Sometimes I work 6 days. If there's a shift, somebody cancel a shift. Do you want to? Do you want to come? I will go. It's not that I'm not tired. I'm tired, but because I know there's bills there. So the same thing when you give when you encourage your people back home to have a mortgage, it will make them to be more responsible. As me and you were responsible in America and in UK, Canada, and a part of Europe, them themselves they will be responsible because they will know that they will pay. Okay, because they're already a homeowner. They will know that they cannot give story to bank. Bank with something we call repossession. They will repossess it. Some of us we understand what I'm talking about here. Because of that, we know we need to pay our mortgage, and there's repossession is real. Oh my God, court in it. Before you know it, you will go out in it to go. If you don't see more food to eat, you won't be bothered. So mortgage, yeah, you must pay the mortgage. The same thing we apply. This thing, psychology is going to help you. It's going to help our people back home because it makes us to be more responsible, and we make us to be more reliable. It makes us to be more accountable. So you understand? That's the reason why we need to get a mortgage. Most especially, get it for your people back home. Let them be the one to pay. They will buy on their name. It's only that you can help them to pull down the first initial deposits. That's the first way to help them. The second way to help them is that you can get a mortgage on your own name, all their names anyhow, and you put them in charge to put it on Airbnb for you. You already created job. You can do this to create a job for your family. In fact, two, when you get one for them to mortgage for themselves, for the client, for your siblings or sister, and get another one, put your sister in charge, and let that Airbnb pay your sister. O ti fún iṣẹ́, o wá fún iṣẹ́, so that I'm telling you, it will work for you like a crazy because he know that he will get the mortgage. And Talks Baba, how are you? Talks Royal, long time. Thank you for joining me. It's because ó máa mọ̀ pé àwọn máa san mortgage. So tẹ́ bá fún wọn ní iṣẹ́ yẹn, when you buy the second one for yourself and put them in charge, it's okay, don't know, go and look for clients. So the money from you get from here, I will pay you salary. They will make sure they will do everything that they need to do to make sure that the apartment is get a client. So because they will know they have to pay their own mortgage themselves. Do you understand the logic now? So they are helping you to grow your own business in Nigeria, while they are you help them as well to pay them salary. So if you can do this, it will stimulate the economy in Nigeria. And then not only that, you are helping somebody. So your family in Nigeria, they were able to put the food on the table, they were able to pay their children's school fees, they're able to pay for their home mortgage, they're able to to look after themselves. And they're able to support, even they were able to even to support other people. You understand? So you already created responsible people. Glamorous, thank you for joining me. So what I'm saying in essence for people that just joining me now, love you too, darling. Talks Royal. So mortgage is in Nigeria. So I'm happy to announce our interest rate. Oh, thank you. Our interest rate is just 10%. Imagine from 40%. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Jagaba ó dẹ̀ gbé ten sílẹ̀ báyẹn. Ẹ bá mi fún ẹ bá mi ṣá ọmọ mi látẹ̀ ọmọ mi ni. Èmi ni mo train president, èmi ni mo train wọn. You understand? So, and this is, and the reason for this is because you cannot get this loan anywhere. You cannot walk into any bank and get it too. No, it's only for the mortgage bank only. And the reason for this is they consider the common people. You understand? Low class, poor people so that they can be a homeowner themselves. The rich people and the middle class, they can afford to do, they are one buying houses, isn't it? They can buy uprights. They can buy, the developer can tell them, okay, pay between 12 months, and they're able to do that. But don't come up poor people. Don't buy 150 low shoe. They cannot do that. You understand? People earning on 300 250, they will not able to do that. Because by the time to expenses wo gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti gbé 150 lọ, so maybe 100,000 ló kù, abọ́ndẹ̀ mi àbí owó yẹn máa ń dàrú mọ́ mi lójú, mi ò bí 100,000 mi ò bí àmọ̀ pé dáadáa. You understand? So owó ti lọ. So now, so that the president now consider these people, okay, fine, they cannot be left behind. So they must be a homeowner themselves. Tinko, thank you. Adebanke, thank you for joining. Oluwabumi Eshe Abike, God bless you. Thank you. Continue to power tap. So they must not left behind. So that's why we're putting this scheme in place. So this is an opportunity for all the Nigerians, whether you're diaspora or back home, to be a homeowner, even to create wealth for yourself as well, even to buy as much as possible, to let it out. People we that were in the diaspora, when you in fact, and they consider diaspora people. Before they don't have a mortgage for us. They don't even consider us. But now they begin to, during the Abikadabri and all that, they begin to consider diaspora is now, we are not the top of the list like that in Nigeria. Somebody like us, Anja Furun combined, we are fine for us with diaspora, okay, in Nigeria, because still our country. So no, come so one no, moleno ni wow, I'm born liu. You understand? Okay, the ban was a problem. See, if any changes come in Nigeria, happen in Nigeria, so we're going to benefit. That's why we have this mortgage because a lot of people, a lot of us, we wanted to come to Nigeria. We wanted to be visiting Nigeria, but when you remember the tickets, accommodation, and all that, it put some of us off. You understand? But now, when there's no accommodation money, you were able to go. Pátápátá, you will not go during the summer time. See ticket man, you will go see. Tó bá fẹ́ ṣe, if you want to be like Ijebu like me. Some August ó yẹ kí n wà ń bẹ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi lọ o. Ó di màá dúró tí àwọn holiday wọ́n máa parí holiday. You understand? Ìyìn lè náwó yẹn lọ kó £5,000 sílẹ̀ ra ticket tá mú ṣẹ. You understand? So you can do like that as well. You just look at yourself, look at your finances, and go anytime you want to go. In fact, during September, October, if you wanted to do 2 ways transit type, you can even buy tickets 600, 700. You understand? You recommend it, try and get but you can do that. Some people, they have the luck. They should not cancel tickets up to now. After 1 year. Àtijọ́ mo ní láyé wọ́n sórí straight tí mo use mọ́ yẹn wọ́n pé direct tí mo use mọ́ yẹn mo máa lò tí Jésù máa fi dé. But some people, they are so lucky and they used to that. That's fine. So airport is just near beside me here. Eshe, thank you for helping me to power tap. Oshe, má jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ Oshe ọkọ mi. Ó yẹ kí n máa lọ kí n máa gbé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Someone that is one of my friends that even say, ṣebí one of my friends, he's a big boy in Nigeria, billionaires. Ṣebí airport ni máa ń lo KLM àbí nǹkan kan. Mo ní, that's true. Kí n lo KLM. First one disappoint. Second time, wọ́n ti ẹ̀ gbé mi. You understand? So wọ́n ní láti jọ yẹn láyé mi tí mo dẹ̀ lose owó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn báyẹn. Sorry direct tọ́lẹ̀ dá mi tó rọ̀ mọ́ yẹn. Mo yá rọ̀ mọ́ yẹn. You understand? So for most of us, you know how to do the transit one. Fine, do that. You can even do 600 something. But immediately, so the most important is accommodation. You cannot get on green in Nigeria. Now, you go and greet your family, but to go and hit there and come back. And when you have your own apartment, you can get somebody to buy you food stuff, and they will come and cook. All them are cook on your phone. You already have your fridge and everything. And then they have the kind of houses they are building. There's something we call solar. So you have banhe, no light all the time. So when you business you want Nigeria that when you open your eyes, you're able to do you see business to do in Nigeria. So that because by the time you go frequently, ideas going to be pumping in your brain. Yeah, can share business business because you already have your own house. You understand that nobody come out you can move in any day. Even you can even so okay, like I was saying, so when you get 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom or 2 bedroom apartment, whenever you are not in Nigeria, you turn it to Airbnb. So whenever you are going to Nigeria, you don't even need any money because the Airbnb money is in your bank account already. You don't need to change pounds or dollar or euro to naira. So naira is already waiting for you through your business because it's only one. So you understand? So you're not losing anything. Before you know, you gather money again, buy another one, buy two, buy three, buy four. So by doing that, you are helping Nigeria economy. It's not that we stay here and abroad. We say Nigeria is good. It's not Nigeria. So Nigeria is good. It's good. It's good. It's good in Jesus' name. And then you are not contributing anything. So tell me, how will you expect Nigerian to be good when you yourself you are not doing anything? Me myself, I'm not doing anything. Nǹkan tí mo kàn ní ni kí n kàn máa bàjẹ́. It doesn't make sense. So for our leader is not good, fine. Pray for them. Má ṣe pé tó bá tún ṣe pé fún wọn ó bá tí wọn jẹ́ sí ni. You understand? Ó dẹ̀ máa kó bá everybody ni. So nǹkan tí ò bá dẹ̀ èèyàn máa ń tún ṣe ni. Èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ tún bàjẹ́. You understand? Oh, if your child is not good, that doesn't mean you should chase him out. You look away not to relate with your child and all that. So that's why you see our leader. Pray for our leader. If you cannot meet, because you cannot, it's not necessary. We cannot get opportunity to see them to meet them. President Blue Ferry do make you take baba you advice in oh number one will say the number two what they going to tell but there's a way we can do it remotely. In here, going to are powerful. God will speak to their heart. Because Bible says the heart of the king is the hand of the Lord. He turn it whatever you want as a river of water. Do you understand? So God will sort that one out. So God, let's continue to pray for them. They are women like us. By the time you know them one on one, you know that what you have, uh, what you think about them is totally different. All right, it's totally different. I'm telling you. If I they caring more than me and you, if I move well, you bomb sílẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ yẹn but later you get to know bóyá lọ́jọ́ iwájú one year and I pray me and you sef me and you too let's do something. Go and join politics. If you know you can do it better than them, join them now. Be a politician. If God give you wisdom, if God give you idea, you know that you can do better than this governor, you can do that better than this president, you can do better than this senator, then be part of them. So go and demonstrate your skills. Go and demonstrate the wisdom that God has given unto you. But sitting and stay back and say it's not good and you don't do anything and we fold our hand, it will not help. Okay? Couldn't help anything. It's only help when we join or when you create job opportunities in Nigeria. And you don't need to be, if you don't want to be a politician, you don't have to. Please, the one that within your capacity, within your power, create a job, do something, invest in Nigeria. Yeah, you already invested in Africa, in Canada, America, Oluwaseun. You know, this man that I respect so much on the planet, Dangote. Dangote does not have any single house in abroad. Kò he said he would rather use his money to improve Nigeria. Ṣó ti rí àwọn bí máa pè wọ́n náà, àwọn kí la máa pè wọ́n ní ayé Bible yẹn náà. Àwọn Abraham wà nìyẹn. Àwọn King David nìyẹn. Do you understand that they want something? Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe, all what they do in their life just to see Nigeria grow, just to see Nigeria um, increase, better place to live for the children generation to come. So let's do the same thing ourselves. All right. And he said he might think Dangote is well connected. You too, by the time you start, you will be connected too. It just starts. Start with buy your first property. You will know me. Àbí ó ti mọ̀ mí náà nìyẹn. Tó bá ti connect mo ti mọ̀ mí. Then wàá mọ developer ó ti mọ̀ náà nìyẹn. Wàá mọ bank. Wàá tún mọ èèyàn kan. Wàá mọ èèyàn kan. Wọ́n náà ti mọ̀ lú kó tó mọ̀ ó ti mọ̀ president. So it just starts. So by the time you start, you'll be able to connect there and there, there and there, there and there, there and there. I mean, let me come and be going. 30 minutes. Check mama. Yeah, mama. Let me come and be going. Check mama. All right, so people that are just joining me for the first time, thank you for joining. Jimmy, you're welcome. Please follow our page. So whenever the developer punch uche. So whenever we come online, you're able to join us. So we are working together with all the great developer in Nigeria. So if you are one of them, please join us and reach out to us so that we help you to sell your property to our client, to our client. Good afternoon, Jimmy. How are you? So our client. So mo mú ìròyìn ayọ̀ rere wá fún yín wá láti Nàìjíríà, that we have a 1%, amen, 1%, one digit mo fẹ́ sọ o. One digit interest rates, just like in London, just like America, just like a part of Europe, even part of Europe and London, 12%, two digits wà. Tó bá fẹ́ máa fún ẹ, we have two digits here in London, ní America. America tiẹ̀ ní àwọn tiẹ̀ ní crate gidi, 15% interest rate wà. Do you understand? Àwọn hard money lender, ó máa rí wọn dáadáa. So shout out to Bank of England. They have reduced the interest rate from 4.25 to 4% now. So the interest is a little bit more cheaper. So and the property is more cheaper as well. So this is the best time to invest in the real estate if you want to. If you have not gotten, but I will advise us, if you live here in London, please get your resident, at least get your residential apartment where to live. Okay, and then you consider invest in your own country. But if you wanted to start with your country first, no problem. Bọ́lọ́run bá ṣe fi sí yín lọ́kàn ni. But when you do your country, please do here too, right? Do here too, because on everything. All right, then. Anybody have question for me? Thank you for. Anybody have question? Anybody have any question? If there's no question, I need to go now. So I will see you again. So for the people that see me for the first time, my name is Dr. Funmilola Tella. So we normally come on live 3 times in a week. So I think I've done 3 times now, but I wouldn't say this time, this time, this time. So I'll come with your book meta. So I will try and fix time, but most of the time I normally do is 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning. So previously I used to do Monday to Friday, but I don't have that time that much to do every day like that. But I try, instead of me not to do anything, I've just forced myself to do at least 3 times in a week. Hey, mo ti parí assignment mi ní week yìí. So mo ti ṣe 3 weeks, mo ti ṣe 3 days. I was on Monday, Tuesday, and today is Thursday. So if I had a great tomorrow, I can come again tomorrow. Wisdom, thank you for joining us. Wisdom, okay, ẹ ṣé, ẹ káàbọ̀. So I will come again. Otherwise, I will see us next week again. So what are the, and okay, that's the side of mortgage in Nigeria. So let me now deal with we that we here in London. So this is only for tailors to London. This information only tailored to London, people that live in London, Europe, Wales, Scotland, and all that. So it's about you protecting what you have. Okay, next week I will talk about. I think instead of 3 days, I will talk to one about it. I will talk about what's it called? Because I'm passionate about Nigeria. Màá sọ̀rọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ ṣe Nigeria lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. So màá sọ̀rọ̀ UK lẹ́ẹ̀kan àtàwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan àbí ẹ̀mélòó kan. Because when I talk to about real estate, mo kó UK, US, Nigeria papọ̀ most of the time, but mo kàn máa ń tailor more in Nigerian products. But so I was trying to leave one day or maybe half 30 minutes to talk about asset protection. So please, I'm begging and I'm urging all of us that we are living abroad and are with diaspora. Please, if you're African, I wouldn't want any of your assets to lost into this your country, to this system. Don't do that, please. So that's the reason why you need to do what I want to say now. So that's the reason why you need to write your will. Okay, you need to draft a will. If you already have a will previously, you need to do what's it called? Review. You need to review your wills. All right, because it's a shame when and the last time when we see people buy, okay, people buy, and the 44 Nigerians were there. The name were listed, and they couldn't trace them because they were not putting will in place. Guess what? The assets are now become UK government. I'm telling you, 44. So they have no record. For example, maybe by the time okay, even myself, when I register my GP, I put time office intermittent office nurse of kin. I don't even know. Somebody not buying now. Tano ma waka kiri. You tell me. And you did not write your will. And even so okay, let's say some of us that we even they can trace you. You have a husband, you have a wife, you have a children, you even have a mature children over 80. Nope, that's fine. Let's put it that way. Still, if you don't have your wills, you are in danger. You are in danger because your asset might go to the wrong people. They will might disinherit your own children. Africa, we say because of children, that's why I'm working. Torí ọmọ mo ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́. So torí ọmọ tó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, you will be under your koro eyes like this. They will not get anything. They will get zero. And to some of us here, that and so you love already over kini ojú ẹ kò sí problem. You have asset together with your husband. You join house together. Most of us, you buy house together with your partner. That's fine. There's nothing wrong in that. You even have a joint account. No problem at all. But if it's anything should happen, there's something we call mad. Marriage after death. That's called mad. Bó ṣe rí yẹn gan mad yẹn náà dẹ̀ ni. So your asset, your husband or wife, you remarry. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́jọ ṣe, everything that you work together, we go to the new partner. I've come on this platform before. I use my own family, my parents as an example. So my mother died in 2022. She was very young. She was age of 67. She's still very young. Guess what? Baba don't get another because they're almost the same age. He don't get another woman. Kò ń pẹ́. Kò tiẹ̀ tọ́dún kan. So I'm not talking about someone else. Talking about my own. Do you understand? So everything that because my mom, if it's this London that my mom did, she refused to write her own wills. Everything will belong to my father. And guess what? My father and she already have a quickie, and they will spend it together. So my mother have already disinherited something. So and that's not what she wanted. But because she didn't do the right thing, of course, the law will take the what's it called? It take to the account. The law of intensity will step in with forcing. Avocado nìyẹn, ẹ bá mi ṣe avocado látẹ̀wọ́. Avocado, I told you to call me. I'll give you the number that normally you can reach me directly. I've not heard from you. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ pè mí o. So you need to join the system, all right? So so that's what we are saying today. So we need to thank you too much. Thank you for joining me. So we need to write our wills. Yeah, right. Emma call willy, a call ogun. And it's in the Bible, it's in the Quran, it's the Quran. If you are Muslim here, we have Allah, Sharia wills. Sharia williwa. So, ma fún mi ní excuse. Come. Don't say Allah understand. Allah ti sọ pé a ní Sharia will. Bí Allah bó ṣe wà nínú Quran, bá Allah ṣe fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe. Ó wà. A ní. I'm looking good. Thank you. So tí n bá ṣí kàpù yẹn máa sá dànù nínú mi ò dára rárá àtọ̀. So we have Allah Sharia wills. So we do everything according to Anobi Salalem wa Salad. Bá la ṣe máa ń pè tí mo pè dáadáa. So what? So you do that according to that. So don't give excuse to yourself. Don't delete yourself to say because it's we get them. Even Allah mortgage wà. Allah mortgage wà London, wà ní Nigeria, wà l'America, ó bá tán. So what tó bá nìkan ṣe ni kó parọ́. You understand? So but now, so no excuse anymore. So we have everything ready and settled. All right. So like I'm saying, please, I will advise us to put our will in place, so that we're not labor lost. Let me put it that way. Labor lost is the people that does not have a wills, and then later the law of intensity step in. So, okay, in this video, I will not able to break what is it, what the law says. But next week, I'll be able to come and tell us what the law says. Or if you go to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can look our previous video. I think that's February or something. You're able to see it, it's this year, not last year. You're able to see last year is more or less more of mortgage. You're able to see all these laws and the one that appear to each one of us. So there's different laws that appeal to married couple. There's a different law that appeal to uh, cohabiting people that are just living together. You are not married, but you have a children, and that's most dangerous. Oh, ní gẹ̀ ó gbà ó ní gbà nǹkan kan. Tí ọkọ ẹ bá pa ẹ́, tí ìyàwó ẹ bá pa ẹ́, ó ní gbà nǹkan kan. Okay, so that is if people cohabiting that's not married, and some of us that we are married, we think we married, but your marriage might not be recognized in the UK. So we need to check that you're really married for real. And in some people they say I'm married with the Catholic Church. That one doesn't mean it is recognized. So we need to I need to help you to check your marriage certificates to see that it's recognized as a UK law. Okay, legally bound. All right. And some of us that we marry in Nigeria, maybe you do church wedding and your husband did not allow you to go to court, or your family wife said go to court. Oh, bank, oh, marry, you are cohabiting according to the UK law. You know, some of us we do traditional. To me, traditional is more is a real marriage, by the way, according to Bible. But in the law, oh, marry, you are single. Ni. Because the traditional, okay, they go and pay your bride, the family know each other and all that. That's more genuine, something like that, fine. But no certificate issued. Àbí something issue certificate engagement thing. We will change here more if they start issue certificates for engagement. So so because we it's not it's we they are not going to count it. So we see you as you are not married. So we call you cohabiting that you have a children together. You live if you like if you stay together for 50 years. You are still cohabiting. You are not married. And what will happen? The law does not favor you at all, at all. Ibi tó bá wù kó bọ́ sí, is that husband side or man side of female side? It does not favor you. So before you know, they will disinherit you. And based on the matter that we dealt with previously, in fact, it was then this woman that even brought money. I don't know what, maybe she sold her gold or something. For to put down the deposits, it contributes major of the money to this man and for them to buy a house. Maybe you have not got the paper then, so her name was not on the property. Guess husband buy. I know. Guess the woman buy. No, they married. And this woman now, she'd not she so they because he already have a children before he joined and to get married to this man. So unfortunately, they have not got a children together before she passed on. Guess what? Her own children, her own children that she suffered for, they get nothing. And these are the woman that even sold everything that belonged to the children, even the gold that even I think there's a particular gold that she bought, as the sister that was telling us, narrating the story, particular gold that she bought for her daughter. She even sold it just to gather money together and give it to this partner. And then this woman buy. So the man, according to the law, because the man just say the law say, and like I told you, I use my own parents to example as an example. My father is already remarried now. Wọn ò marry but wọ́n ṣáà ń gbé papọ̀ ṣá, àbí? Married náà nìyẹn. So now this man now already have another partner and they are now enjoying this woman money together. So that's what we called marriage after death. So now, please, you don't need to wait for your want to, let's learn from other people example. Or I did not say some of us will buy tomorrow, but tell me the people that buy, The day announced, my mother did not announce that she's going, she's about to die. They just buy. Have you seen anybody that tell you that 20 kìíní kan 90 cents 90 kìíní kan lòun máa pa yìí? Ṣó rí rẹ́kọ̀dì ẹ̀ rí? Àwọn tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ń tanra wọn jẹ ni. Nobody, the people just buy like that. Just people just pass on. So, and it was two things that saw in death and taxes. So you cannot escape. Most especially death. Nobody. It's a death that all of us have to pay. Gbèsè ni, ẹ máa san. So, but we are here on the planet for a reason and a purpose. So the part of purpose here on the planet, maybe for you to know to have a child. Now you already have a child. So, but if, when you are not here anymore, what's going to happen to those children when you don't prepare your home? That's what Bible says. Prepare your house, prepare your room, put your way in written. And you might be watching me now, or you're gonna watch this video later. You might be saying, "Oh, I do not have any asset. I don't even have a house." My dear sister, are you working? My dear brother, do you have a pension? Are you entitled to a pension at work? Of course, own asset. No. Huh? So some of us, do you have a life insurance? If you don't have a life insurance, can you put life insurance in place? So that you can become a good parent. There's a phrase in the Bible say a good parent leave inheritance for the children. A good parent. So we wanted to be, we have so many parents, but we don't have a good parent. We have so many husbands, we don't have a good husband. We have so many wives, may not necessarily have a good wives. So that's what the Bible says. The Bible did not say a parent, it's a good one. So if you know you're a good one, you wanted God to see you as a good person. If you have not written your will, get in touch. Lenny, if you are not getting in touch, you are not a good parent. Me will apologize. If you are 40 and you are looking at me koro like this, and you're going to look at this video koro later, and you are not putting your will in place, you are not a good parent. The Bible says a good parent leave it, put the inheritance and Bible says Job puts children for generation inside his own wills. And it fascinates me when I see somebody at the age of 70 and he's afraid to write a will. Kilo shele in trust. Okay. In truth, say trust. What's your question? In trust. I don't understand your question. Wisdom, cry I don't understand. What do you mean? Okay, so please, even if you are, so what you might be thinking, okay, I'm not 40 yet, but what are the legal age? The legal age for you to put a will in place is 18. As long you are 18 years old, you are eligible to write your own wills. Okay? And then, so you might be thinking maybe 18, maybe you have not got anything, you are unique, that's fine. But some people that are 18 years old, you're already millionaires. Maybe you started playing football at the age of 16, you already have money. Maybe some of us, you inherit your father or your grandfather. There are a lot of millionaires, there are many like that. Do you understand? So if you happen to be your children inherited, so maybe it's your father's side or whatever, please come and write a will for these people. Ẹ bá mi kọ will fún wọn. And writing a will as well there's so many things that it protects. It protects a little, but not as much. And then we now go to another steps. There's something we call asset protection or trust. You can now start talking about trust, but that's another area. But the first step to take, because to put a trust, if of course if you have a pension, you can put your pension in nomination trust pension. What you put inside a trust pension, life insurance trust. What you put in life insurance trust. Okay, and some of us, this is how it's a little bit juicy. If you don't plan your estate, we call it estate planning. That's you plan your estate. Most especially if you God that bless you, you already have one or two property, you have your residential and you have another one for investment. Please plan your estate. So let's start. What is that? What is estate? Estate include house, Land. Some of us you have a land, estates in it. Agriculture. Some of them we have a farm, estates in it. You have a car. Some of them you have a luxury cars that are expensive, estates in it. Some of us you have a watches, Rolex, AP. Look at one go them and look you know. The expensive some watches. My friend have watches that 1.2 million pounds. Oh, one estate in it. Some of them have a rings. You have different rings, fashion rings, wedding rings. That's expensive. Some of them they are gold. Some of them they have a diamond on it. That's an estate. So don't tell me you don't have anything. If you think think very well, you will see that one on low. But estate ò ń ṣe àwọn aṣebi o, aṣebi ò ṣe estate. Èèyàn á kà yẹn sí estate because nobody will buy that. Àbí o ò lè lọ gbàṣebi pamọ́ sí bank. Some of us you have a shares, stocks in banks, what's it called? Clorical market jare. You have shares there. That's the estates. And some of them you have it, money in ISA. Owó your estate ni ta ló fẹ́ kó gba ISA ẹ̀ tó bá lọ. Eh? If your husband pass on, who's gonna get the ISA? If your husband pass on, who's gonna get the ISA? If you don't write a will, ó fẹ́ kówó ẹ̀ dówó bank. You want the bank to to pass into the crowd, to the crown. Because that's what happened to the 44 Nigerians that they couldn't trace them and the asset now passed to the crown. Because they failed, they failed the generation, they failed the parents, and they failed the children because they did not write. Eloni will if cause Eloni. Kò ń ṣowó tó pọ̀ fà. It's not a big money. It's a small, just talking change. Owó tẹ máa fi ń lọ sí ẹ̀yin wo lẹ máa lọ sí club every weekend. Owó tẹ máa ná ní weekend kan ni. So it's not a big money. If tó bá jókòó sí if you sit down at my back here, ó bá lọ sí Canary Wharf, kò tó yín jẹun, èèyàn kan, èèyàn méjì, ó bá lọ sí church. Florence, sis, how you? Welcome, ma. It's nothing. So please, my brother and sister, most especially we that have a children, so I've talked about the married couple. So we must make sure that you're really married and you're married. You know that it's marriage. So if you have not sure, please send me your marriage certificate. Let me able to cross check, or you can check yourself. Go to any solicitor, go and check if your marriage certificate is valid. Okay, that's number one. Number two is a cohabiting. People that are cohabiting. You might be married on your own rights, but to government rights. You are not married, so you are cohabiting. You're living together. So sorry, your TikTok is TikTok. Tell us verifying. So that's another category are the single parents, single father, single mother, or widow or widowers. So kilo mashele. So don't lose your asset to the government. Don't allow law of intestacy rule to step in or to kick in or to take over your assets away from you. Okay. So and another one is a single lesson. I know so many single that they have three houses, four houses. So they are singles. Singles. They're single that know what they are doing. So what we have, so okay, single. Your kilo, advice me. You to advise me. What do you think will happen if anything should happen? Sometimes you don't need advice. Me too, I need advice. So advise me if you are a single person, more especially single mom, and you have a minor children. If anything happen, advise me. More. What do you think will happen to those children? And you are working. Even some of us, we even have houses. Even so many single parent nurses, they have 3, 4 houses. They have houses, they have assets everywhere. So advise me. Me, I'm advising now. Me too, I need advice. Advise me. What do you think will happen to you if you don't do wills or if you don't protect your asset or put it in the trust? What do you think might have happened? Or if you are saying, okay. Or even, okay, you might be thinking, shebi me or no more already benefit, but you are single, but you have a children. What do you think will happen? So To writing a wills, if you give you opportunity to even to select a guardian. So if you have a minor, there's something we call guardianship. So I want one by one. I will come and talk about each benefit, what you need to do. If you have any minor children, if anything should happen, or even lost capacity. Capacity these days, people lost capacity 20 something, 40 something, even through the stroke. If you have a stroke, so Lishin come on. So another thing. So they will take your children to foster parents. So type of foster parents in it. How many of us have a foster business? In foster parents, if the children say they wanted to drink Igbo, they will allow them because they don't want to lose them. Don't want to lose one. There's no business. If the children say it would be prefer to be playing game than to study, they don't care. They will be pet. They will help you to pet. On my bed, shit, on my feet, rat, on my feet, budget. They will help you to pet our children. Even maybe there's a misunderstanding between your husband and wife. Oh man, jang by me. So they will say, okay, the children go to foster parent. It's not necessarily you buy. Sometimes circumstances might happen. Warrant. It might even have some people might have temporarily incapacitated. So the solution is a single parent. Only single parent. Bukimi, good afternoon, sis. Ekaboma. The solution could be what's it called? Foster parent. So because you did not write guardianship, so it will go to foster parent. So writing your will. So now you can see now it's not only that I don't have asset. If you have a children, your children are an asset. If I want that one, they are even better than assets. Woman being in one girl alone. Foster care. Thank you. Thank you, ma. Foster care. So if you have a children, don't tell me you don't have an asset, you cannot write your will. So because of those children, please write a will. Consult us today. Send me a message. Go to my inbox. Send us a number. We invite you for a free consultation, 20, 30 minutes to understand your situation. And we move up. Excuse me. And we move forward from there. Okay, so some of us, it's a privilege. God bless you with a disabled children, or God entrusts you with the disabled children. So what will happen to that disabled children if anything should happen to you? What do you think is going to happen? So so many things we need to consider. So these are the reason why writing a will is not just money. I have a house in Ikoyi. I have 3 bedroom in Mayfair. I have 10 bedroom in one park lane. I have one in Woolwich. I will say Woolwich in Abi Woolwich. No, will is more than that. So will is just arrange your family, your being together, even your children, minor, um, disabled children, and you are working, you have a pension. How do you want the pension to go? What will happen? That's what they preparing your home. It's a financial. So, and again, disclaimer: writing a will that one doesn't mean you want to die. Shewa, you know what? Let me tell you something. If you're afraid of death, and when you're going to those are the people that go quickly. But if you look at the death front, look me and look you, eyeball to eyeball. I remember when if you calculate a man, so eyeball to eyeball, eyeball to eyeball, nothing will happen. Do you understand? So don't let us be fearful at all. God have not given us the spirit of fear, all right? But a sound mind. Please let's do what is needful. Java VPP, thank you for VIP, thank you for joining us. So please let's do what is needful. So if you're an adult here today, if you have not gotten your house, but you fall into one category of the other, reach out to us. Come and write your will. You can write a simple one. If you're husband and wife, come and write your will. If you're single, please get in touch. Come and put a will in place. If you're a widow or widower, do the same thing. If you're single parents, please let us know. So that you cannot tally up our finances and all that, so that we are not going to lose any asset for the government. Do we understand me now? All right. So is there any question for me? If there's no any question, I would like to stop it here and do any other thing. So, avocado, please get in touch immediately. End this life, please. Or otherwise, I will see you all next week by God's grace. So don't forget the mortgage in Nigeria now with one digit interest rates for diaspora. And then we can even buy for our people in Nigeria to empower them. All right. So to learn more, please get in touch. And to some of us that we live, they are here in the Europe, England, Scotland, and Wales. Please get in touch to put your will in place. So next week I will talk about power of Anthony. Also, put me a manager there, LPA, lasting power of Anthony. So we're going to talk about that next week by God grace. See ya. God bless you. Thank you for coming out to listen to me. And to the people that will play this and listen later, God bless you. And please help me to